she's so complicated. We start off as Anna as a child, actually, in the beginning of the film. And so we see her progress from a young child into a woman. She's a woman with extreme trauma who's sort of was taken in by someone who raised her. She lost her family, and she's sort of trying to cope and deal with her loss throughout the film. So she's, she's making the best of it and really, trying to make it through. Yeah, geez. I think that the movie in its totality was a challenge for me. I mean, everything, it's sort of like the culmination of everything I've already done in my career, but not at this level, right? So the heightened emotion, the heightened action, all of the complex relationships, the smart romance that kind of goes on in it. There's nothing worse to me than a kind of a dumbed down connection between two people. Like, I want to see really that sort of fireworks chemistry that comes from real intelligence, from two people who are playing a game. That to me is very interesting on screen. And so that this movie definitely had. Well, he's a father figure to her. He's her second father, so she lost her father as a young kid. And so he takes her in and becomes this really role model for her, but it's a little more complex because he's also her partner when she becomes an adult, and they're friends, but there's also this, there's this father-daughter relationship. So it's a really beautiful connection they have, and I'm so glad it was Sam because, I mean, you don't always have connection with people, right? And with Sam, I knew it would be there. And then when we met, it was kind of immediate that we did have this connection in that way. And so, it made, time on set a lot easier because I think that flow was really natural for us. Michael Keaton is a legend. He really is. And what I loved about their chemistry in this movie is that, it wasn't physical. They're playing a game of wits. And she's highly intelligent, and so is he. And I don't think he's ever met his match in the way that he does with her in this film. And I think that is sort of the crux of their relationship. It's who's going to get ahead of the other and how are they going to do it. And they both know that they're both capable of it. So it's that game, it's that constant game, and you never really know what's going to happen with them until literally the end of the film. Up to the last second, you don't know who's going to make what decision. And it becomes a really exciting type of romance. I hate to even call it a romance. It's better than that, I think. So I would say that I think going in, I certainly was excited to be with this person who had a standard of action that was, I looked up to in such a huge way. But funnily enough, I also my own standard was really tough, and I was even pushing even for more than he was. And so there was a lot of prep, obviously a lot of rehearsals, a lot of I had different doubles come in and out because, there was just certain things that one could do that others couldn't do in terms of the prep for action. But I have one of the biggest stunts of my career in this movie, and I have to say, there's only been 2 times in my life where I've been had fear right before a stunt. Only twice. Once in Die Hard and once in this movie, and that's huge for me because I'm not really scared. I'm not a person who has fear when it comes to jumping off of buildings or whatever, but in this one, I really was like, whoa. And you also, as you get older, you're getting older every year, and then you're still doing these crazy things, and you're like, should I still be doing this? Sometimes people have to save me from myself in this genre, but I was able to do stuff that I haven't done in my entire career in this movie, and so for that I'm pretty proud of, with one of the best action directors in the world.